Hello and welcome to episode 389 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice at the speed of light that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. And every now and again I do actually stop for breath, but maybe not today. So in today's episode we're talking about pretending a positive of your offering is a negative, or taking a negative and turning into a positive. And I'm going to have a prop for today's episode. So I edit these to be fair. So in the edit, I'll add in a picture of a fire extinguisher advert, probably about here. And in that advert, it says, "It's not very big, is it?" Or something to that effect. It's not very big. And this is a selling point for this particular fire extinguisher because it's essentially like a small spray can, like a deodorant size can, maybe a bit bigger, of fire extinguisher, but it's super duper powerful and it works. So it not being very big is great because it's portable, lightweight, keep it anywhere, take it in your car, blah, 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 blah. Wonderful. But for most people, they're used to fire extinguishers being really big, really heavy, clunky things that sit by doors. So a perceived negative could be, well, it's not very big, is it? Like, meaning, well, can't really save our lives from fire then, can it? It's not very big. But actually it can. The technology's come on in such a way that these new small ones actually can. And I feel like this episode should be sponsored by whatever brand of fire extinguisher this is. I'll have to speak to them afterwards, maybe. But they've taken the negative, which is written in such a way that you can imagine them having that feedback from somebody in like the test groups when they first had this product. Oh, it's not very big, is it? That's literally what somebody would say in their kind of perspective and language and viewpoint, and they've turned that into a positive because no, it's not very big, and that's why you should buy it. Brilliant. So, and this is one of those things that's a little bit easier said than done on the podcast, but we're talking about it anyway. What's a perceived negative of your offering? A perceived negative, and how can you spin that into a positive? So how can you take a perceived negative, a really small fire extinguisher, and put it into a positive? Well, it's portable, lightweight, and all this other cool stuff. Because if you can, you'll be able to connect with your potential buyers because they're probably thinking or saying the negative point that you're going to raise, like, oh, it's not very big, is it? And that is how we get them to pay attention to our marketing and ultimately buy our stuff. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 393.90, particular type of discount I was offered on a recent BA flight, a recent British Airways flight. I was offered a particular discount on something on that flight. I'll explain more about that in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hop on over to LinkedIn, connect with me there, James Newell, Clear Sales Message, shoot me a DM, let me know what you like about the podcast, anything you want me to cover in a future episode, and I will see you tomorrow for a discount related edition of the Daily Sales Message.